What's going on, everybody? I just got off my phone. I just saw this article. I had to come on and talk about it just briefly. Um, PS4 or Sony is pulling Cyberpunk 2077 off of their store, the PS4 version, and offering refunds on all the PS4 versions of the game. Let's see. The highly anticipated launch of, and I'm on Engadget, but this is kind of the same story that everybody's carrying. After I did my rant, we'll read the article here real quick. The highly anticipated launch of Cyberpunk 2077 has been rough on all platforms, but especially troublesome for owners of previous generation consoles. A few days ago, developer CD Projekt Red apologized, as we all know, we read about that, we all know about that, and encouraged disappointed owners to seek refunds if they didn't want to wait for a patch. Now, Sony has taken the seemingly unprecedented step of pulling the PS4 version from its digital store and said that we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via PlayStation Store and want a refund. In a follow-up tweet, Sony acknowledged some people are having trouble accessing the forum and said it's working to get it up and running as soon as possible. So Sony's having trouble getting the proper form up for people to apply for a refund for this game, and this is crazy. This is crazy. This would seemingly apply to those playing on PlayStation 5 as well, where the game runs better but still in backwards compatibility mode. The game's story page currently shows release date to be determined. God. Microsoft hasn't made a similar statement about Xbox, while anecdotal reports suggest varying levels of success in receiving a refund. In its statement about the issues players experience on base last-gen consoles, which is like PS4 regular, right, and Xbox One regular. In its statement about the issues players experience on base last-gen consoles and its choice not to show gameplay from those versions prior to release, CD Projekt Red said it planned for 2 large patches in January and February to fix most prominent problems. So it's not even going to fix a lot of the smaller problems people are having, which are breaking quests and stuff like that. This is just to make the game work so you can run through the world. That's what it sounds like to me. Sony. Cyberpunk 2077 refunds. Sony Interactive Entertainment strives to ensure a high level of customer satisfaction. Therefore, we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via PlayStation Store. Sony Interactive Entertainment will also be removing Cyberpunk 2077 from PlayStation Store until further notice. Once we have confirmed that you purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via PlayStation Store, we will begin processing your refund. Please note that completion of the refund may vary based on your payment method and financial institution. So this is gonna hit Sony, and then it's going to go back and hit CD Projekt Red. They're going to be giving Sony back their part of the Sony store. However that's going to work, I don't know. I mean, this is just insane, just insane. I don't know what else to say. It's a crazy situation, but this needs to be a cautionary tale for other companies who are making these big games. This is the problems with this launch are seemingly unprecedented. This, in my opinion, this is going beyond Fallout 76 territory. This is, and here's the thing, this is not a bash piece on CD Projekt Red or Cyberpunk 2077. I love CD Projekt Red. I think they're an amazing developer. I said repeatedly, even though I couldn't play Cyberpunk 2077 because of my motion sickness and FPS issues, I wish nothing but the best for everyone who wanted to enjoy this game, who wanted to go ahead and crown this their GOTY, and CD Projekt Red, which they had financially a very successful launch, set all kinds of crazy records, right? But the game's broken. It's totally and completely broken on PS4. There's a lot of people that aren't having issues with it. This game should have been a current gen only launch. Should have been They should have said, hey, we're shifting gears. This is going to be PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, no PS4, no Xbox One, next gen only. This is going to be a next gen game. Well, now, which is current gen now, but that's what they should have done. I don't know why they insisted. Well, I get it. Everybody don't have PS5 and they want everybody to play this game. I hope it wasn't a greed thing. I hope it wasn't because they wanted to get all those sales they could from PS4 and Xbox One, which at the end of the day it probably was. But you all know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But it is a business, right? It is a business, and unfortunately, this business decision bit them in the ass. Because I think in the long run, CD Projekt Red will be fine. But unfortunately, now they're a developer, almost like Bethesda, that we know they can make great games. We know they have made amazing games. But when they talk about a big game, big open world game, Witcher 4 or whatever they want to do, we're going to be like, sure? And then all the memes about broken games are going to be coming out next time they announce a game that they're going to do a big game. Look, I feel bad for the people that worked on this game. But at the same time, it should have been next gen release. Probably spring 2021. And I know that would have put this, at like a 9-year development? 9 years of development, and I'm sure that's something they wanted to avoid, but I'll tell you people, this is a really bad look. The fact that Sony had to go in and remove all of the PS4 the ability to download it for PS4 from the store, and they're refunding all those copies. This is a bad situation for CD Projekt Red. It's bad. They released such a broken game. It's so broken to a point, and just the videos that I've seen online, and some of the videos I've seen of people actually playing it live on Twitch or YouTube, or they're just getting screen cap, and or they're getting just like video footage for them to make videos or whatever. All this stuff is online for you to go see. They're playing this game and it just breaks. It's like game ending, reload your previous save, breaks. Like nothing else can be done. You have to start over from your last save. Some people have had to start over, like completely. And I don't know what the situation with those was, but I've been seeing stuff online where people talk about that. This is a bad deal, and I hope they will recover. They'll be better. They'll be okay in the long run. But this needs to be a cautionary tale for anybody trying to make these bigger than life, grandiose. You won't believe all the shit we're putting in this game. You won't believe how fucking amazing it looks. You won't believe all the shit you can do. Man, you're going to be playing this game every day for 4 years and not get all the stuff we've got in here for you. Be careful with that from now on. These developers need to be careful with that from now on. Don't just pump it full of shit, right? It's got to be good. And most of all, it's got to work. It has to work. There's a reason I can still go back and play Chrono Trigger. Super Nintendo, I can plug in my Super Nintendo or load up an emulator, play Chrono Trigger for a couple of days, and be completely fulfilled even though I finished that game about 10 to 15 times. Be completely full on the goodness of that classic game. Because it's good. Because it's good. You can make a good game. It doesn't have to blow the sides off of your system with all the content. That's great if you can do it and it works. But look at Bloodborne. Look at games like Bloodborne on PS4. Look at games like even the Souls games. And, I get CD Projekt Red, what they were trying to do with this, and other companies, what they try to do with their stuff. The big, massive open world games that are just full of splendor and all their glory and everything. But it's got to work. it has to work. It has to be good and it has to work. Now, from what I understand, what people can play of the game, and the people that have played it with no problems, say it presents things in an amazing way. What they were trying to pull off is amazing. But if the game doesn't work, that doesn't matter. If you're immersing me in a story and the game stops working and I break immersion, which happened to me a lot. I've talked about my horror stories with Fallout New Vegas. When it first launched, I bought it day one on PS3. That game was broke as fuck. That game was broken. Like vase shattering on a marble floor. Broken. Right? That game was broken. And you just gotta do better. If people, I get these companies have investors. They've got people financially vested in the game or whatever. This can't happen anymore. This needs to be a cautionary tale for big companies. Because, again, I love CD Projekt Red. They're an amazing company. I think in the long run they're going to be okay. But right now they're in some deep shit. They cashed those checks. They got those deposits. All those record-setting digital sales. All the big, grandiose collector's editions. All this kind of stuff for a game that for probably 40 to 50% of the people that are playing it right now doesn't work. You gotta do better. So they've cashed those checks. They're out of the office for Christmas. Which those people shouldn't be crunching during Christmas. Take your Christmas, take your time off. But the people in charge of CD Projekt Red need to figure this out. And other big companies, Bethesda, other big companies that make these huge games like this, Ubisoft with the Assassin's Creed games, all these companies need to use this as a cautionary tale. If you have no idea when your game is going to be ready, don't even talk about it. If you have a ballpark figure of when your game is going to be ready, okay. Tack 3 months onto it. Give it some time to sit in the oven. If you think your game's coming out March 2023, that game's coming out June 2023. So if you do have to delay it, okay, we got to do a 3-month delay. Make it a 4-month delay. Make sure it's ready. Even when it's ready, take 3 to 4 more weeks. Forget all the people out there buzzing and crying and bugging out because the game's not ready. It says it's gonna be ready. You guys need to die. You know, those idiots, those fools online. That's just noise. That's my heater running in the background. Disregard it. Don't even think about it. Make sure your game is done. Make sure it is done because this is a blight on the industry right now. This is a blight. What everybody was decrying this game as this is going to be the best game ever made. This is going to be the most incredible game play experience you've ever had. Came out, it don't work for half the people that are playing it. Don't work. So you could take what probably would have been a 10 out of 10 game, crumble that up, throw it in the trash can. It's getting 5s, 6s across the board. Easy Allies, who I think are very good game reviewers. They are like Daniel Bloodworth over there, and I think he's one of the big reviewers over there. He's one of the best game reviewers I've ever seen. Because I think he's very legit. Michael Damiani is very legit. All those guys over there, I think Michael Huber's a good game reviewer. Ben Moore. All those guys are pretty good game reviewers, right? 7.5. And I think sometimes they're a little generous. Which, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of their thing, right? I mean, they're good dudes. They're good dudes. So they're like me. They kind of give the benefit of the doubt, right? I watched their review, and it's like, they were like, what it's trying to do is great. What it's trying to do is great, but it's broken. The game is broken. When Easy Allies straight up basically comes out and says, hey, your game's broken. You got a 7.5. When we wanted to give this game a 9.5 or a 10. And they're not the only ones. There's a lot of people out there that are good people reviewing this game, and they're like, maybe we wanted to give this a high score, we wanted to give this 9, we wanted to give it a 10. Here's your 6, here's your 7. The game don't work. It needed more time in the oven. It needed to percolate. It needed to simmer a little bit. It needed to throw a little more garlic pepper on there. It needed to throw a little more paprika on there. The dish wasn't done, right? And here's the problem too. I think they felt a lot of pressure from all these people online, death threats from fans, right? From fans sending death threats to people making the things you love. That shit's got to stop too. Y'all need some medication or some shit if you're out there doing shit like that on Twitter. Y'all need some help. But that kind of shit's got to stop. I think that had a lot to do with the pressure of this game. I think there's a lot of people on medication after they worked on this game because of all the social media bullshit they had to put up with from a lot of fans, right? I feel bad for the people, the regular people, the coders, the designers, the artists, the graphic designers, everybody. Not the higher ups. Well, the higher ups too, you know? But the regular, everyday people that were working on this game, that were like, oh, I got a job with CD Projekt Red. This is awesome, man. We're making Cyberpunk. This is so dope. God, it's a dream come true. And then you get death threats on Twitter. And then this happens because you're pressured into crunching this game out. And, man, if any of you all are watching this, my heart goes out to you all. But this is some crazy stuff. This is some crazy stuff. Just insane. Just insane what this came down to and whatnot. But anyway, so if you all are liking the content, please throw a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you all are coming here on the regular and getting some content from me, whatever it may be. Reactions, Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff, Resident Evil stuff, whatever I happen to cover. The occasional art video. Gameplay videos. I'm doing a little bit of everything. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support, all the love. You all have a great night. Keep rocking. And until I see you all in the next video or live stream, you all be good to each other. Stay safe out there. And I will see you very soon.